Welcome to Minecraft Castles, episode 1. So first it was a lot of exploring, so here's an epic time-lapse of me exploring a lot of biomes and making maps. Because I decided it would be like a kingdom thing, and every single biome I mapped would be part of a kingdom. I then spawned in to a very, very big desert biome, as you would soon see. I mapped and mapped using the same method. Not yet realizing this, but I actually wasted a lot of time exploring things like cool mines, and I don't know why, because I was in creative mode. But I guess I just get easily distracted when it comes to beautiful biomes in Minecraft. So here's an epic time-lapse of me exploring a lot of biomes and making maps of it. As I've explained earlier, this is going to be like a kingdom with a beautiful castle in a village. But I just didn't want a desert village to be my base or anything else. I wanted the old regular village, which isn't abandoned, to be the place where I build my beautiful castle. Here I decided to make a marker, which was a stupid idea, which I would later regret. Though, in creative mode, you have infinite blocks. Here I found a mesa biome, time-lapse of me wasting time once again. And I don't know why I do stuff like that, okay. Okay. Then I went across a very, very big mesa biome. I realized I was running out of storage space, so I put them in shulkers. I mapped across a lot of mesa. Later on, I would realize that it would be a good idea to locate a village in the chat, but for some reason I just wasn't doing that yet. Later on in the video, however, I will use the chat to locate villages, because I'm just going to get bored of exploring so much, because I just wanted to get on with the, with the thing. And now I located a village, and for some reason I gave up on it, so then I tried again, and then I located a woodland mansion, and then I did something stupid I can't really explain. Then I TP'd to the woodland mansion and wrote the coordinates in incorrectly. Then I TP'd there and realized it was fake, and I teleported into a very big ice biome. And then skipped to a bamboo forest, beautiful. And then here, I'm in the bamboo forest. This is a epic biome. It's massive. It's the biggest bamboo forest I've ever seen, and it's beautiful. I just thought I'd make some footage of that, because it's rare to see such a big and beautiful and rare biome, so I made some footage of that. So yeah, I guess I didn't waste all my time in biomes, because this is a beautiful place. And since I made a map of it, it's part of my kingdom. Ha ha ha. Here I'm just exploring the bamboo biome, and back then I remember considering it as a home, but thank God I didn't, because it would be a lot of work to chop down all the bamboo. I'm sort of a lazy guy on that. Plus, I don't like deforestation. Then I created a map just to mark it as a part of my kingdom, and as you can see, the bamboo forest actually takes up a big part of the map. So later on, I haven't built it yet as a project. It will be coming in episode 2 or maybe 3, where I'm going to build a massive map room and put all of these maps out as a big puzzle. A very big, world map. Here I sorted out my storage space because I was running out of storage space again in my inventory. And I just placed down a shulker box to place all of my maps in. I already had a lot of maps and items that I didn't need at the moment temporarily, and I needed to put them in storage somewhere, and shulker boxes are very useful for that. Unfortunately, you cannot put shulker boxes in shulker boxes, which sort of sucks. Okay, actually it sucks a lot. Anyway. Here, I'm just sorting my storage space. Yeah. I accidentally threw away some gold blocks. Haha. I forgot to mention that I created a banner for my kingdom. It's in my inventory, next to the glass block. Yeah, I just put it in the shulker box. It's a very beautiful banner, if you ask me. So that shulker box is full, and yeah. And now I put the shulker box away, and then I realized that I don't have my spare maps. And I was a bit foolish, because I put my spare maps in there. So now I had to check every single shulker box, unfortunately, to see what shulker box contained my spare maps. And unfortunately, I forgot to time-lapse this part. So if you want to, you can just skip 10 to 20 seconds of me wasting your time. Sorry about that. Just go ahead and skip this, because it's boring. Because I'm just sorting storage space, and we all know that's a pain in the butt. So you can just, skip 10 seconds of this video, because it's plain boring to see me sorting out storage space. I don't know why I put that in the video. So I finally sorted out my inventory, which is very cluttered. And now it's not cluttered. Yay, logics. And I moved on from the beautiful bamboo biome, and I saw to my left that it was just a safari biome sort of thing. I looked up and decided to end the screen recording. Here it's cut where I located to a beautiful village, finally the village I was looking for, which actually had an epic spawn, because there was a Pillager Outpost right next to the village. So I finally managed to locate the village I was looking for in the biome I was looking for. Finally. Then I decided to sort of edit this village into my own empire, because the Pillager Empire is unfriendly. And in my empire's land, in my empire's village, in capital city and capital region, I don't want pillagers. And so I decided to make this Pillager Outpost the second most important building in the capital city of the capital region of my empire. I took out all the banners and decided to edit the building a little bit. I would build some banner displays as well, sort of like shrines for the empire, so that the villagers worshipped and respected my empire. And later on, you will see that in this Pillager Outpost tower, I would build a public bedroom, for the villagers, for a project later on. There's still a lot to come in this series. So if you're enjoying it, please keep on watching and just enjoy. So if you don't like this part where I edit this building, just go ahead and skip 10 seconds, because right now I'm just placing torches everywhere so it's not dark and hostile. I'm not sure why I'm doing nothing here. Finally. So here I walked down the staircase, and darkness once again. So I put some torches to light the place up, and did the same on the other sides of the room, because it was so wide that on one side of the room it was bright, on the other it was dark. Typical pillagers. Pillager Outposts look very cool, but in the inside it's just a dark and hollow building, except for the chest on the top of the building. And I decided to make it look, this word is embarrassing for me to use, but I decided to make it look homey. I placed some more torches in the upper rooms as well. more torches. Then I went up the cobblestone staircase. Then I went up to the top, put some torches on the pillars supporting the roof, opened the chest, and saw a very overpowered enchanted book. Then I just looted the chest, which had pretty decent loot actually. A lot of hay, crossbow, tripwire hook, and arrows. If I were in survival, I would praise this, but since I'm a creative, it's average loot. Ha ha ha. Here's some more banner placing to display the wealthiness of my kingdom. Because the more banners you have, the more ink, paint, and stuff like that you have, because it's a lot of dye, ink, paint, and banners, and wood, and paper. It costs a lot of that stuff to make banners. And the more banners I have, the more wealthy my kingdom looks. Plus, the shrines of my kingdom, as you will soon see, are built out of pure diamond and pure gold blocks, which really just displays how rich my kingdom is, even though I built it in creative mode. Here I'm just placing more banners, and I placed that one wrong, so I took it off and placed it right. Then I placed another banner in the incorrect place, placed it in the correct place, and moved on. And here is just a bunch of banner placing clips. Later on, I would fix the banners I just placed incorrectly and ignored it. Typical me. Yeah. To be honest, I really like this village. There's literally endless possibilities that I could do here. Placed some torches on cut up wood and went around the village. Then I came back to the Pillager Outpost and placed a banner wrong. Then I decided to edit this part of the building, and it just didn't work out, so I left it. I took up the banner I placed in a bad-looking way and placed a brick block to make it look like my kingdom. And now it looks a lot better, see? Power of editing. And here I edited this pillager, I don't know what this is. And I put some banners on it to make it look like my kingdom is here. So I basically took over a village that was roamed and controlled by the pillagers. For some reason, I saw no villagers or pillagers whatsoever in the village, which was sort of spooky and haunted. Because of that, did I do the public bedroom project in the Pillager Outpost, which we will now call the Castle Tower. The second most important building in this village. Town. Let's call it a capital town. And here, I decided to start my bedroom project. I decided to start making a staircase here out of brick blocks, because why not? Then I destroyed the cobblestone decorations that the pillagers placed there, because this isn't the pillagers' place anymore. It's mine. Then here's one of the main entrances to the public bedroom, which would be built here on the lowest floor, if I'm correct. I think it's the lowest floor. I'm not 100% sure. Here I went for some beds and made some orange ones and pink ones. Orange for boys, pink for girls. But since villagers are of both gender, this is difficult to explain, but basically it just doesn't matter, but I felt like doing it, because why not? Here I went up the cobblestone staircase for no reason, went back down, and decided in my mind that something was missing here. It was a bed in the corner, but that was supposed to be pink, so I placed down a pink one. Then I saw that here there was more beds needed, so I placed down a pink one, and then realized I should take out these slabs because they're just weird. First, I decided to leave the slabs because they actually looked cool, but later on I would build them into trapdoors, which is a lot more practical. Plus, they make excellent window shaders. But this is all later on. Here, I accidentally took out a part of a staircase and decided to build it back because the villagers need a way to go up as well. Because I'm not going to limit their access of a building since I'm making them live here. I want them to live comfortable because I'm a nice person, unlike the pillagers who were here before me. At this point, in my mind, I was still building, but I also thought, why the heck is this village abandoned? Like, no villagers absolutely at all, no iron golem, and not a single pillager. Like, what's going on here? But I decided to ignore it. And later on, I would use villager spawn eggs, because that's the most simple way to create villagers. Here, it's just a bunch of bed placing. If this is boring, you can skip, because to be fair, it's only going to be editing this bedroom for the next 2-3 minutes, I'd say. Still just editing the bedroom. The trapdoors, I placed them sort of wrong, but it would work out later. You'll see if you want to watch it. If you don't want to watch it, I already said, just feel free to skip, because it's just placing trapdoors and editing this bedroom. So if you don't like that part, please do skip, because I don't want to waste your time. Here I just played around with the trapdoors a bit and created a sort of window area for the villagers, so if they can't sleep at night, they just pull down the trapdoors and just look out the window and feel the cold, cooling breeze of the night. Then I placed down 2 pink beds next to each other. So what? I never said that this kingdom had to be symmetrical. As a matter of fact, why would it be? That would just make it weird and maybe even cult-likely, I guess, to some villagers. So why not make it unsymmetrical? What's the problem with that? I'm the ruler of this kingdom and I can decide if I want to make it symmetrical or not. This is the power of creative mode, the power of editing, and the power of having your own kingdom. Here I just placed down banners on a cobblestone tower, which would be part of the village's more important building. I mean, capital town's more important buildings. The village houses were only lived by villagers, while the castle tower and the cobblestone towers would be lookouts, where I would later on build some stuff, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. So I guess you'll just have to watch till the end of my series. Here, I cut to a part where I start building my castle, because it was still a lot of village editing, so I cut that out. Unfortunately, I couldn't put in all of the bits of my castle, so I'm going to fill you in on what happened. I built a beautiful sort of Japanese, but at the same time, my own kingdom mixed style gate. I built a bridge, and I also built like a fence and a moat made of lava, so that the mobs are not so easily accessing it. I built like a piston bridge. I might show you or I might not later on. Here I'm just building the castle, which is probably the juiciest part of this long video. So I recommend you watch this part, because here I'm building the official most important building in the entire village. The castle of the J Empire. So this will be a very grand and beautiful castle, but I hate to tell you, but I'm not such a good builder. Later on, obviously, I will make it look a lot better, but that's all in the future. Right now, I'm just building the basic outline, storage rooms, and bedrooms for the castle. Later on come the details like traps and trapdoors, windows, yeah. Like, right now, I'm just building the gateway and the outline of the building. In episode 2, 3, 4, and maybe 5, I will continue making clips of building the castle and adding details. And then in episode 6 and 7, I will add some villagers to the capital town and things like that. But right now, I'm only building the castle, because this castle is going to take a lot of time to build. So, please let me know in the comments section if you would like me to next time speed up the building video, because I can do that as well. But I thought you might want to see some sort of behind the scenes of a beautiful castle in normal speed, because many Minecraft video makers speed up their building, even of major buildings like their home base, especially in 100-day survivals. But I think it's important that you see how I built it precisely in usual speed. Because when it's all sped up, it's just not that cool, in my opinion. Sure, it looks like you build it very fast, but is that the truth, though? No, and you gotta be honest with your viewers, you know? If you don't agree with me, I completely understand. So, in my mind, I was thinking, this is a terrible outline for the castle. But later on, not spoiling the surprise, but it will, guaranteed, look a lot better later on. Here, I saved my world because I had to go. And here, I was done for now. Here, I saved my world and pressed the save and quit button. So if you couldn't have guessed already, I'm playing on Minecraft Bedrock, obviously. I have many worlds, and this is one of my most important ones. The next day, I continued building, which was today. I continued building the castle, so here we skip to a part where I'm already building the storage room for the castle. So I'm not sure if you will see many details. So in episode 2, I'm going to try and give you a lot more details, but basically here I was trying to make an water elevator to access one of the more deep storages easier. And to be honest, it's difficult. Okay. So here you can basically just see me building, or at least attempting to build, a water elevator and making the same mistake over and over again. So again, if you're not interested in this part, please skip, because I hate wasting your time. Here I was just making it look better, and then I got a water bucket and placed it down. And then I made a mistake that I hadn't counted with. This wasn't hard to correct, it was easy to correct, but like this, it's super hard to make it the water elevator storage room easy to access. Like this, you can't really access the water elevator, which basically means it's pretty much pointless. Later on, I will fix the water elevator problem, though, either by deleting it or correcting the water elevator, but I promise I will fix it. And then here, I just edited the platform, like the main platform of the castle frame. Like, don't think that the castle is done. It's not even, this is like a quarter of a quarter of a quarter of the first chapter of the building. I'm not even close to being done. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out my other videos, and have a great day. Bye!